Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's 1 AM right now. I was awake all day and I've been trying to get my sleep schedule back to something normal. However, I don't sleep very well at the moment and I ended up passing out on the sofa for 5 hours. I'd just done my makeup, like literally I do my makeup now in the evening and then stay up all night. Like my day is at night now. I've literally switched my sleep pattern so badly and I don't know how I'm gonna adjust when I go back to work eventually. I've fallen asleep with my hair like wet and now I need to straighten it. It doesn't look too bad, to be fair. Usually it goes way more poofy and any girl with curly hair will understand that. And that's why I have a really croaky voice. I thought I'd just do like a little get ready with me even though I'm not going anywhere. We're gonna use some red party cups, which I love these. I remember for the longest time we didn't have these in the UK and I came across them in, I think it was Hawkins Bazaar, and they had loads of cool stuff in there, and this was when I was an alcoholic and I was like, oh my god, it's the red American party cups. And every time I see them I still just have to buy them because I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm in a Netflix show with like high school kids drinking underage. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I love these cups. But we're gonna get the red cup. Now I have attempted to drink this on a few occasions. There's a little bit gone, but the reason is I poured myself a glass. My sister knocked it over by accident. Then I just didn't attempt to drink anymore. I thought that's a sign I should not be drinking, which I shouldn't be. Then I poured myself another glass yesterday, I think it was. Every day is kind of the same now. I don't know what day of the week it is. Yeah, I tried to pour myself another one and I just couldn't drink it. But what we're going to do is mix it with some Sainsbury's lemonade because I am not the alcoholic I used to be and I can't drink things straight anymore. Even wine, I literally can't do it. So I'm only going to put a little bit, she says it's half the bottle. It's like that meme of that woman and she's making a cocktail and she's like, and a little bit of vodka, and she does the entire bottle. That literally used to be what I did as an alcoholic. And I can't believe no one ever told me I had a problem. And a little bit of lemonade. I've got a few topics I want to talk about. This is just going to be the most random video ever, so I haven't planned it out or anything. I haven't filmed in a week because even though I said I was going to film every day, obviously I'm going through a lot at the moment and I just needed a bit of time to be sad and to just be addicted to Animal Crossing and block my brain out from that, because whenever I get out of camera I tend to start talking about hard things, which is therapeutic, but it's also like I'm trying to like block that out so that I can survive. Let's not be depressing. Cheers, love. Today so we got these napkins from Tesco's or something and I saw them and was like, I have to get them, they're so gay, and also NHS. Now, I have my opinions. I put a load of these on the window because I don't want to put my pride flag out because that's wrong and it does represent the gays, and I don't think it's right that they're rebranding the gay flag. Now, I was talking to my sisters about this and they were like, no one owns the rainbow, like, oh my god, don't be ridiculous. And it's not that I'm saying they can't use a rainbow to support the NHS or use that as a symbol right now during what's going on. What I'm saying is you can't use the flag and just put NHS over a rainbow flag, because the flag has always represented the gays and you can't just shove NHS over it. I understand why some people might be ignorant and do it. I do get that. I totally get it. But one, I'm not heavily offended by people that do use the flag. It is kind of like, because when I'm going down the street and I see all these rainbows, I can't help it. I have to make jokes about, oh, I didn't realise Pride came early and stuff like this, and oh, I didn't realise they supported the gays. And I just make jokes like that to my sisters and they're like, oh my god, the rainbow isn't just for Pride. And like, it is a joke when I see the rainbows, like a genuine like curvy rainbow, then I know it's for the NHS and there is a distinction there, but I still can't help but think gays because it's just engraved in my brain that that's what it means. However, I think using the actual flag is wrong. Love the NHS, of course, they're doing a lot for people at the moment and I respect it, putting themselves in the harm's way and everything. It must be really scary going to work every day, being an NHS worker and you know, people have always taken the NHS for granted. So I'm not saying don't show your support or anything, I'm just saying the use of the flag, not the rainbow, the flag is a bit wrong. Although it doesn't heavily offend me, but then again I am bi, so, you know. But I always have just, I've always enjoyed going to Pride. I wonder why. Even though I'm not really one to like join in with the clap on Thursdays and things, because I think to myself, like, how is that actually helping the NHS? Like, I'd rather donate money or stay inside or whatever, or do my part as a key worker. I know I'm not doing that right now for mental health, but like usually I think it's more helpful than standing outside and clapping. But I thought it would be nice to show our support by putting the rainbows on the window. So I bet my sister will suggest, she'll be like, oh, you've got a rainbow flag, haven't you? Why don't we put that up? But no. But I am under the dilemma of when Pride actually happens, right? Well, it won't really happen, but when the time of Pride comes and I want to show my support, even though our window is at the back of the flats and no one can actually see it, I still want to do it just because I do. And even though only the neighbours will see it, I still wanted to do it. I was thinking earlier, like, if all this is still going on, which probably will be, and this is on the window, and then I put up a rainbow flag in support of Pride, then that's just offensive, and then it gets confusing because it's like, what do I support? But if I put both up, it's not immediately clear to the average person, oh, she supports the NHS and the gays. And I don't know, I guess that's my problem with, at the moment, I just burnt my ear. Pride month coming up, it is going to get confusing, isn't it? And since we can't actually go to Pride and physically celebrate and enjoy, this year's going to be really weird, and the only form of like celebrating will be online and putting flags out on the windows, and, you know, maybe street parties or whatever if people want to do that. And so I guess it kind of takes away from that a little bit, because usually when I see flags down the street, it's like, oh, and it's heartwarming, and it's like, I don't know, it's just nice to see that people support it and stuff. But this year's going to be strange, and I know this is such a small issue and like not really that important when you think about it. Like, at the end of the day, the most important thing is getting rid of this stupid virus and staying safe. But still, you know what I'm saying. Do you know what I've been doing my whole, like, I can't even remember, I don't know how long I've been off work. A week or two, maybe? Every day just blurs into one and I don't really pay attention. But all I've been doing is playing Animal Crossing, and I'm actually addicted. Like, I think I need actual help. I understand why people have crazy, insane 5-star islands now, because it really is addicting, and once you start you can't stop. And I suppose in lockdown, if you've got nothing else to do, you might as well focus on it. So now I totally get it, and I'm completely behind on my island, and it's so sad because I never really took the game seriously, and I liked it and I enjoyed it, but I never found it like addicting because I didn't know how to play it properly, and all I was focusing on was paying Nook's freaking rent lines off. And that's not how to play. Like, there are other things to do, there are other ways to build your island and stuff. So until now I've had a really crap standard beginner's island. Just in the last couple of days I've been able to catch up quite significantly with my sister, just because I've learned a few hacks. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers play it and a lot of tutorials and secret things that you didn't know about the game, and I've been educating myself on it. So I'm being really productive with this time off, like really productive. And it also just helps me, like, when I'm playing Animal Crossing, my mind will not go anywhere else, and I'm just so focused on achieving what I want with my island that I don't really think about anything sad, and it just helps me out so much. This is my routine of my day, right? I wake up, because I don't really sleep right now, I just kind of have quick naps. I wake up, then I go straight onto Animal Crossing, I do all of my business, I buy things in the shop, I earn as many Nook miles as possible, I buy recipes so that I can start building stuff on my island, I start DIYing, collecting materials. Then before you know it, it's like I keep waking up at 3 AM, playing until like 10 AM, then getting dressed, doing my makeup and stuff sometimes, or I'll then do like washing up, like housework, which I actually enjoy doing housework so much. I'm actually such a mum, like I do it every day and it's actually really therapeutic. And then after doing housework, making myself some food, maybe seeing a sister, maybe going for a small walk, I'll then immediately go back to Animal Crossing, and that is literally what my days have been like recently, and I really need to go back to being somewhat productive, because even though I am being productive and I am doing like housework and stuff, and I have sorted out all of the like adult things that I need to sort out with what's going on, I now seem to be I'm not lazy, because look at it, it's absolutely spotless, and like I'm doing all the important things and keeping myself busy and I'm being productive. But I just feel bad about how much time I'm spending on Animal Crossing, because I could be more productive in the way of like doing something else, like another hobby. Ew, that tastes funny. See, this is why I don't like wine anymore. Like, I've really gone off of wine. Unless I'm properly upset or something, I can't drink wine. I know I'm allowed to like be upset and stuff at the moment, and I can do whatever I feel helps my mental health, which suppressing my feelings and my guilt and everything probably isn't the best thing to do with Animal Crossing. And when I go back to work, it's going to be really difficult, because my mind will suddenly be free to think about things. I should be doing something else as well, like finding other hobbies too, and I was doing that at first. But then I had a little rough patch, because it was meant to be my 1 year anniversary 2 days ago, so obviously I was a bit upset then, so I just kept myself occupied by being with siblings and stuff, and you know, that helps a lot, just surrounding myself with people, not really letting my brain think. That's the key, just not thinking and just pretending like I have no brain and just not thinking at all, like literally just switching off and not worrying about anything. I know I set a goal to be filming videos, and that was helping me a lot actually, but at the same time I don't think I was mentally ready to go back to filming with YouTube. Like crying and stuff on camera like really does help and is therapeutic, and I've had a lot of messages from my PMDD/breakup video. I've had a lot of messages from people, like people I didn't even expect. It's rekindled my friendships with some people from literally childhood and stuff, and I think it helped a lot of people. But at the same time, I don't think it was particularly the right decision to go onto YouTube talking about that kind of stuff when I was that vulnerable. But then again, it shows the real side of it. So I don't know, I'm torn, because I was having this debate with my sister the other day, and like, you really should be able to share whatever you want to share, and like people will judge you no matter what in this life. So if you feel like you want to share your personal life online, go ahead. And it's not like I share personal stuff, like I would never share anything about him on camera out of respect. Like, you know, I'll never go into full detail about what happened, because like that's between me and him, and I'm finding my own ways to heal and to get over things, you know. So I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm literally just rolling into a camera for like 20 minutes. But do you know what I love about having short hair is it literally takes me like no time at all to do my hair. Like my sister the other day was like, oh my god, hurry up, get done. And I was like, I literally just have to do my hair. I've done my makeup, I've showered, I've done all the housework. She was like, alright, hurry up, I need to go on a walk. I did my hair in like 2 minutes, and I was like, I'm done. And she went, bloody hell, it used to take you hours and hours to do. And I was like, yeah, I know. And she was like, why? And I was like, because my hair used to be like down to my stomach, literally down to my belly button, and my hair's thick, and even though I still have to straighten it in like layers sometimes, and it still takes quite a while, it's short as hell now, so it just takes me way less time. And also I think as you age, you just care less about, not less about your appearance, but less about your hair being perfect. Like, I used to obsess over straightening my hair hardcore, to the point of just being there for hours and hours straightening it, because there is no way you can ever get your hair perfectly straight. You just kind of have to like the imperfections, I suppose. So I dyed it again earlier, and I was going to wait for my other sister because she wanted to dye her hair as well, but then she fell asleep on the sofa for hours and I left her there because she seemed really knackered. While she was sleeping, I just dyed my hair, which is what every heartbroken girl does. But to be fair, I was dyeing my hair beforehand anyways, and it's not like I've gone a crazy colour or anything. I have crazily shaved my eyebrow. I just woke up one morning and I was like, I'd had like 3 hours sleep or something, and I was like, to my sister, I was like, I really want to shave my eyebrow. She went, oh, can I do it? And I went, yeah, go ahead. She went, right now? And I was like, yeah. She was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And we did it right then and there. I'd literally been awake for like 2 minutes and we just did it on a whim. And she was like, oh my god, I can't believe you just let me do that. And I was like, well, a broken heart will do shit to you. Like, I literally don't care. If I can't bleach my hair and properly change it to heal and as part of like a coping mechanism, then I'm just gonna have to go for my eyebrows. I love it because it actually makes me look gay as hell, and I love it. Like, I actually don't care anymore about like coming across as gay or anything. I used to worry about that a lot, and it's like, I'm bisexual, so I don't care how I come across, and at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I'll express myself how I express myself. And I'm being so typical girl in breakup mode right now, like trying to change how she looks, and oh, I'm giving up on men. I'm giving up on men. I'm going to women now. I have said stuff like that. I don't know, everyone deals with things differently, and I'm trying to keep a sense of humour and do small things to make myself feel good. So it does feel good to dye my hair again. I've just done it like, basically my hair was black beforehand, and I regret bleaching it before and then dyeing over it again. I really should have just stuck to it. I get so bored so easily, it's ridiculous. I don't want to ever bleach it again, so what I am doing at the moment is just putting a bright red on top of the black, and it gives this just like this nice, like you can see in the light, it just gives it this nice red tint in the sun and in the light. It's really cool, and everyone said that they like it because it's not extreme, it's not like out there in your face, but it is still like a cool colour. I've never really done that before, just had a tint, and it's quite interesting. I layer up the red on top of the black, the like redder it goes, and it just looks like a nice burgundy brown from far away, or some people say that it looks purple quite a lot. There's something really therapeutic about dyeing your hair in sad times. I don't know what it is, but I just love doing it. Let's turn these off before I burn the flat down. I literally took one sip of this the whole video. That's incredible. It's just something about that wine. It's definitely the wine, because the lemonade is great. I had it earlier. I made this amazing drink earlier. Got Twister like ice creams, you know the ones. Amazing. Like, I've been obsessed with them recently, like just blast from the past. I put 4 of them into a blender. Then I put like half / a quarter of the blender-ish of orange juice. And then I put a tiny bit of lemonade in, blended it all up, and it was like amazing. And I didn't blend it fully so that there was still chunks of Twister in it, because then it's like icy, like you've got ice cubes, and oh my god, it was incredible. I drank 2 blenders full of the stuff in like 10 minutes, and my sister was like, you need to calm down, like that is too much. But I am really proud of myself. Like, I know in most videos that I've filmed at the moment, I have been drinking, but the only time I have been drinking is on camera. So I don't want people to think that I'm relapsing in drinking or anything, because I'm completely not. I actually drink hardly ever. I'm struggling with this, and it's just lemonade and wine. And I know it looks like on camera. I was looking at my thumbnails the other day and getting worried that people would think that I'm relapsing and that I'm taking the breakup hard because I'm drinking away my feelings, but I'm actually not. I'm being very healthy and productive, and the only time I drink is when I'm filming, and like I said, I'll have like half a cup and then I can't even finish it, and then I stop drinking once the camera turns off. There's just something about alcohol, I don't really need it to cope anymore, and it's caused a lot of problems in the past. It's one of the reasons my relationship ended, because I had a little bit of a slip up, and so therefore I don't really feel the need to go to alcohol every 2 seconds. So just so you know, I am having healthy coping mechanisms as well. Like, if you want to class Animal Crossing as healthy, go ahead. Cleaning, being productive, just being an adult. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh no. Pineapple. I am being healthy, and I'm actually really proud of myself how I'm handling things. Like, yes, I have moments where I'm on the sofa crying my eyes out and I'm having to text Samaritans or whatever. And I have had a few slip-ups on self-harm since my last video, which is why I haven't filmed. But it hasn't been like every day, and I take the small victories. Like, if you're going through self-harm, just know that take every day as it comes and don't destroy yourself over one slip-up. Like, yeah, okay, I self-harmed today. And okay, that sucks because I was clean for 2 days, for example, and now I've slipped up again. And yes, it sucks and it's normal to feel bad about that. However, it takes a while to stop relapsing so frequently. Like, I will always relapse, I feel like it will never go away. However, it's the fact that I still keep going and I still keep trying in life, and I still get past that. Like, yes, I have dark moments where I turn to it again, and it's going to be difficult to stop because I have been doing it quite a lot this year just because of everything going on. But I am actively like distracting my mind and finding small things to do, even stupid things like Animal Crossing to do, that are stopping me from doing it. And I think just take every day as it comes. Don't beat yourself up when you relapse, because the gaps get bigger and bigger, I've noticed. So at first I was self-harming literally every hour, then I was self-harming just once or twice a day, then it cut down to like every other day, and now it's every 2 to 3 days I seem to do it. So don't take that as I'm a failure, I take that as I'm trying and I'm making baby steps, and I'm not going to continue to blame myself for my mental illnesses and be like, oh, you don't deserve love, oh, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. Because at the end of the day, if people can't handle you at your worst, they don't deserve to be in your life. And I think I'm just coming to terms with that, like trying to let go of self-hatred, because it's not particularly my fault that I act a certain way sometimes and that I don't act rational, because I have PMDD, I turn into someone else once a month, and sometimes the episodes are really bad enough to end a relationship, but I can't continuously blame myself for that when it's not my fault, when I've always been open about it. And if you're open about something and then someone just cuts you out of their life because of it, like, this is not meant to be shading or anything, I'm just saying, like, people are always going to judge, and you shouldn't hate yourself for having a mental illness because it's normal, and as long as you keep going, I think you're a strong person. And I have been through a lot in life, and I'm not gonna lie, I have these moments where I just get so suicidal at the moment, and I just feel so down. And this isn't even because of my breakup, this is a whole load of different things, and I just feel like, why am I here? Because I just continuously in life think I'm getting better and think I've finally found happiness, and then bam, I'm back to square one, sleeping on a sofa again. You know, it's depressing when you keep building your life back up and getting to a good place and then going back down and having to build it up again. But just take baby steps, be nice to yourself, be kind. Just remember that there are a lot of people that couldn't handle the things that you've been through. Like, I've been through a lot, and I often think, like, if anybody like went through all of the trauma from my life, a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle that. And I do think that I've done well, and I think facing like my biggest fears, like this was my biggest fear, that this was going to happen, this exact scenario. I'm not going to go into detail because I'll start crying. This is my biggest fear, and the fact that I'm still here when I thought that I'd just like off myself or something if this scenario ever happened. And I know that sounds toxic, like, oh, I'd kill myself if my ex left me, but like, it wasn't even that fear, it's the fear of losing a home again and the fear of having to start all over. That's what's getting me the most down. And now that I've lost everything all over again, I realise that I am adapted to this, I'm used to this. This is just something that's going to happen for the rest of my life. I'm going to go from home to home to home. I will never have a stable home, and I need to get past that feeling of feeling sorry for myself about it, because that's just the way my life is. In a couple of months, again, in literally like 2 months, I'm going to have to move again. And that's going to be difficult, and it's going to bring up feelings again. I'll get through it. You're strong. You'll get through it. Even though right now it does feel like the end of the world, and I do feel like I have no purpose in life and there's nothing to look forward to. And I kind of just want lockdown to go on forever, because I don't want any purpose in my life now. Like, I don't want to move on. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I kind of just want to keep living in a bubble of denial and just sitting in a flat and just distracting myself with Animal Crossing for the rest of my life. Like, that's actually what I want to do now. Like, I have no ambitions, I have no goals, I have nothing. So I'm just trying to take each day as it comes, and I know eventually these feelings hopefully should go away. Everybody's telling me they will. I don't believe they will, but we'll see. I am proud of myself, is the point that I'm trying to make, and you should be proud of yourself too if you're relapsing or anything. Don't go too hard on yourself. And also, anybody that says things to your face, jokes that are nasty about your self-harm, Don't have it. Stand up for yourself, okay? Stand up for yourself. Too many people out there see someone suffering and keep pushing them down, and it's like, you're there, like, in your mind, you're like, I'm at such a low point, are you trying to make me do it? Like, it's just adding on top of that feeling of like, I shouldn't be here, no one wants me here, no one cares. And if people are making those kind of jokes about your self-harm, I'm getting passionate now, if people are making those kind of jokes about your self-harm and stuff, don't have any of it. Tell them, educate them, tell them, you've never been in this position. I'm not doing it for attention. I'm doing it because I'm hurting and I want to feel something other than this immense pain in my heart, you know? Like, I would rather feel the pain in my arms from cutting all day than to feel the pain in my heart from the heartbreak like I just would. I would rather feel physical pain, and I don't think some people understand that. And also, I will not cover up my arm constantly. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand triggering people, but there are certain times, like if I'm out on a walk and I'm trying to cover my arm out of respect of not triggering people, and then I get so hot I feel like I'm going to pass out, I will take off my jacket and I will proudly stand there and not give a fuck who sees my arm, because at the end of the day, I'm going through things, you don't know my life, you don't know my story, and to judge someone that's doing that to themselves, like, I just don't understand it. Even if you've not been through it, you must know that there is something severely wrong if someone's actually actively hurting themselves, regardless of what the reason is. But anyway, I just went rant mode. I don't know where that came from. This is what it's like to sit down with a woman and have a gossip session. You just go from one topic to the other and make no sense. I do feel like I'm going to edit this and be like, why, Becca, why? Like, I truly am Rebecca Rambles. I'm sorry if this made no sense or had no point. This video wasn't meant to have a point. I was meant to just get all these thoughts boiling up in my head out. If I don't post every now and then, it's just because I need a bit of a breather, and I'm probably addicted to Animal Crossing and can't get myself off of it. So thank you for watching. Follow me on TikTok at KilljoyBecca. Comedy's really getting me through things. Taking the piss out of myself and my situation really helps me. No, it's not healthy, but I do it. Love TikTok. I've been learning dances. Literally, I'm going to become a professional dancer. That is a new hobby I've taken up. And like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Turn on my notifications for more depressing, pointless rambles, and I hope you're all staying safe, enjoying your lockdown. Bye!